Hi, thank you for joining us once again to talk about big data and Hadoop. My name is John Haddad, Senior Director of Product Marketing at Informatica. And here again to join me today is Amar Awadallah, the CTO and founder of Cloudera, and Sanjay Krishnamurthy, the Senior Vice President and Chief Architect at Informatica. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, John.
Last time we spoke, we talked about the killer apps and interesting use cases on Hadoop. And today, I'd like to build upon the success of both of your companies, Cloudera and Informatica, and talk about what are some of the next steps. What can we expect in the future? So Amar, what do you see over the next year? What's the Hadoop community asking for?
Yeah, so there is, building on what we said last time we talked, Hadoop now is reaching the level of maturity where it's being deployed in production mission-critical environments. So our customers right now are asking for much more better security across all layers of the Hadoop stack. They're asking for much more stronger hardening of the platform, more stable, more reliable, more available. Not that it's not, it's a great platform in terms of stability and reliability, but even more, like the expectations now are much higher than they were a few years ago because of how Hadoop now is being deployed in very, very mission-critical environments. The other thing, the shift that also happened over the last year is the additional frameworks that speak to doing more interactive, more real-time kind of analytics, not just batch processing. As you know, Hadoop's genesis was batch processing, transformations, and the MapReduce framework. But over the last couple of years, we have seen lots of additions to the platform. So for example, Cloudera, we launched Impala. Impala is an open source interactive SQL engine for Hadoop. Last week, we launched Search, which is an interactive search on top of Hadoop. So all of these new workloads now are being added to the platform, which in turn means that our customers are saying, how can I make all of these workloads work together? So workload and resource management, without having them step on each other's toes and slow each other down. So that's, again, very, very key requirement over the next few months.
Thank you, Amar. So if we
just to add to that, I think I'm seeing in our customer bases, as people are putting more data into Hadoop, some of the things that you used to expect from traditional warehouses in terms of de-identifying the data so that you are compliant with all the government regulations and encrypting the data as you need, sensitive data that you put on Hadoop, people are asking for that also in terms of the security requirements.
That's a very good point. The chief security officer is certainly going to make those demands before you can roll it out.
Yep.
The other question I'd like to ask, Sanjay, I'll start with you, is, we're seeing more real time, as you said, Amar, greater security. But if I look beyond the next year, what's your vision for big data and Hadoop? What do you see?
As the data volumes keep getting more and more and keep getting put on Hadoop, I think one of the key things that's actually getting in the way of leveraging all of that data is that you still need to have multiple years of training in different disciplines to leverage the data. So we need to democratize that data. What that means is we need to be able to allow business analysts to be able to discover the data, profile the data, understand where exactly the data is. And once they've done that, you want them to be able to prep that data and potentially provision the data so that they can do further analytics without requiring any kind of dependency. So I think data self-service is one of the key enablers for really fulfilling the vision of big data.
So more self-service, putting it in the hands of the actual business user.
Exactly.
Yeah, the long-term vision on the Cloudera side is we really want to build a platform that lets you bring all of your data assets together. So any data type that you have, whether that's structured, relational, or unstructured, or XML, or images, or videos, and then bring the workloads to the data. So instead of what we have been doing today in most of our data pipelines, we have been moving our data to where the workloads are. And the vision going forward is, no, we're going to have a single platform where all the data lives, and then within that platform, the workloads like batch processing, like interactive analytics, like data mining and machine learning, like search, will come to the data.
So you're going to bring the workloads to the data, and you're going to bring the business to the data.
Exactly.
Yes, and that's why we're very important for each other.
Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you, Amar. Thank you, Sanjay, once again for joining us.
Thank you.